Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Thomas Park. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why NordVPN might be better for you than ExpressVPN. We're going to be getting that into this video. Now keep in mind, guys, I'm not sponsored by Nord or Express. In fact, I've been an affiliate for both of these VPNs in the past, and I'm not being paid by any one of these VPNs to make this video. I'll be putting links for Express and Nord in the description down below. I'm not currently an affiliate for Express because I think my account got messed up when they switched like owners. Whereas with Nord, they've always had the same owner, so I've kept the same affiliate account. So you should be able to get a better deal clicking on my Nord link than my Express one, especially since Express doesn't really create custom links to give you better deals. So just keep that in mind if you're looking to buy one of these VPNs. So guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the first thing we're going to be taking a look at is, of course, the pricing. Now, if we take a look at the pricing, we're going to be basically finding that NordVPN is cheaper long term. With ExpressVPN, they don't even list the yearly price. It's going to be around $100, $13 a month, and for 6 months, it's going to be around $60. NordVPN, if you get just a standard plan without the password manager, cloud storage, and stuff like that, it's going to be around $102 for the first 2 years, and you get 3 extra months free. So it's definitely better. It's about half as expensive as Nord. Now, keep in mind that after those first 2 years, it might increase to a yearly fee of $100, I think, but even that is around the same cost as Express. So in the end, it's still cheaper. We also have a yearly plan for around $68, and this is going to be around $40 cheaper than Express. So overall, it is cheaper. Now, I do believe Express did increase the simultaneous connections recently. I think maybe up to I think it's a little more than 5, but I'm still disappointed not to see that information included on the main pricing page. Although that said, NordVPN is not necessarily like the poster boy for having these spec kind of sheet information things. Neither of these VPNs really do that the best. They could provide a little bit more of a list of features, exactly what they have. So yeah. Now, one of the other things about the pricing mechanics is that Nord does offer a little bit more customization. They have a little bit more bundles that you can get bundled in for a good deal, including password management, cloud storage, and stuff like that, which can be a good deal if you want to have all that stuff. That said, also, if you do decide to get the standard plan, you can also purchase things like dedicated IPs, which you can see here. You can add that. You can also add Incognito, which is their data broker removal service. So that's also something to think about. If you're looking for this, I would recommend just going with Surfshark, though, if you want to get Incognito, since it's a sister company and it kind of bundles it in a little bit better, in my opinion. I'll put a link for that in the description down below, especially for Incognito. So Nord does have the advantage of having those dedicated IPs, which can be useful for giving you a unique IP address to bypass some captures and some annoyances like that. And ExpressVPN has never really offered that as a feature. Now, NordVPN also does offer a little bit better streaming compatibility than ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN used to be one of the better VPNs for unblocking geo restrictions. But in the last couple of years, I've noticed they've kind of not put as much effort into that. So that is definitely a pro for Nord compared to Express. They just don't unblock quite as many regions and work as reliably to unblock geo restrictions, like getting various different versions of Netflix, like if you're in US and you want to watch the Japanese version of Netflix or vice versa. Now, one of the big differences between Express and Nord is the ownership. Now, Express used to be owned by a different company than it is now. They sold to a company called Cape for, I think, almost $1 billion. So that is pretty crazy. NordVPN, actually, it is owned by the same people as it always has been. But since then, they've also bought other companies too and expanded. Stuff like Surfshark, Atlas VPN are kind of sister products now under the main kind of company incubator Tesonet. So they've always been originally owned, which I think is an advantage, where something like Express has sold their company. Now, that said, that lately there have been some improvements to Express, like more simultaneous connections, but honestly, buying and selling your VPN to another company does kind of hurt the trust within your customer base. And there was a lot of controversies with this purchase because apparently some of the management that was hired and working at Express kind of had shady histories, which a lot of the employees didn't like. And I think some actually ended up moving to private internet access to work there. but I do think a lot of those employees actually ended up getting fired or something, or leaving too. So yeah, overall, I think Nord probably is the better company at this point. But outside of that, like I said in this video, it's really only around 5 things I'm listing here just for the purpose of not making this video an hour. As an aggregate, Nord does score higher on my tier list. And if you're wondering why exactly, and you want to know even more details because you're not convinced yet that it might be the best product, you could go to vpntierlist.com. There'll be a link to this data table, and you could compare it directly, feature by feature, on why Nord is rated higher. You could see individual things like the fact that it has ad blocking, or the fact that it has more DNS controls, or it has SOCKS 5 proxy support, whereas Express does not. It has more bundled options. The speeds are a little bit better, as well as just overall, like I said, a better streaming compatibility, with especially stuff like Prime Video, which Express does seem to have issues with. So that's definitely something to think about too. Overall, Nord is a stronger product in my opinion, and it's definitely worth checking out if you're comparing these two VPN providers. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video very soon.